welcome back, folks. End of the week. Yeah, don't worry about the camera job. Gonna have a lot of people, I think, guys, popping their heads up and down in the camera. Why is it so busy this morning? Well, it's a beautiful day, guys. After a very normal week, everything's gone mad because the sun came out. Like, I mean, it really came out. Plus, it's chilly. Lovely, beautiful, chilly morning. How do you know when it's going to be busy in London? Well, remember the last time we were here a few days ago? There's pretty much no one there this morning. Look, the queue is huge to get on the first boat. A lot of people just got off the boat that docked as well. So that's what we're looking at, or this is what everyone is looking at, ladies and gents. An extraordinary, glorious vista. I mean, just look at those colours. It's been a long time, many, many weeks since we had a morning like this. Thoroughly beautiful. And that's why everybody has flocked outside. And I'm not exaggerating, it's completely packed. Now, I'm not zooming immediately to horseguards, guys, because I got my together. And I got up a little bit earlier today to make sure that I could be out for the changeover. Some of you are saying, hey, you haven't actually captured the changeover, the dismount, blah, blah. I mean, I did capture it, I think, once last week, so we're here to capture it again today. I'm not going to be trotting super far to the other side of the bridge. We'll go over to the phone boxes as well, guys, but everyone that came out this morning, especially those that were early and those that have got a good spot, have picked probably the best morning in the last 3 months. Look at it. The weather is truly flawless. That side is is chocker with people trying to get themselves a good picture. Now the good news, folks, extraordinary news actually, very much surprised that it happened. Took me by real surprise actually. You might have noticed that some channels have a white tick by them. That's a process you can apply for with Google. Anyone can, when you reach 100,000 subscribers. It's a kind of milestone. They review the channel manually, decide if it's a good channel, decide if, more importantly, it's worthy of verification, and patient cyclist, and they will award you that verification badge. Now, why am I bothering to tell you this? Well, guys, because I've never seen a channel, any channel in any niche, anywhere on YouTube, that has that tick before it reaches 100,000 subscribers. It was something I was looking forward to. But then something remarkable happened. YouTube reached out, everybody, and verified London City Walks. There is the white tick, folks. That's right. Not only are we the only guards channel under 100,000 that were verified, we're the only guards channel under 100,000 to ever be verified, and most importantly of all, we're one of very, very, very small, and I'm talking microscopic, i.e. less than 10 channels in the UK to be verified under 100,000. In other words, they reached out to us, to me, to do it, and asked if I would like to be verified. How's about that, people? Yeah, that was something of a humbling moment. I was really looking forward to that happening possibly by the end of this year, but worst way in the first quarter of next year. So to be verified at what was yesterday 84,000, I didn't even know that was possible. And apparently it's a very, very, very rare phenomenon to see a channel verified under 100,000. So massive thanks to partnership support, and a certain lady in particular who shall remain nameless. But well done, and thank you very much for recognising that this channel tries to be professional, tries to be accurate, tries to be in equal measure entertaining and educational, but most importantly, is fun. Oh, well, hold on, wait, while she's getting her picture. One second, her friend's nearly on the floor, that's it, finally. Ro's waiting for a fare. Journey destination, Buckingham Palace 25, Trafalgar Square 20, Tower of London 50. Price is not that bad actually. Not bad at all. I was waiting for his input, but he didn't want to turn around from his comfy Financial Times reading position to see who was talking about his price list. Anyway, so yeah, I'm on a bit of a natural high this morning, guys. Super news, eh? Can you imagine that? A fully verified YouTube channel. And we did it within 2 years. The 2-year anniversary of the channel is next month. Actually, no, wait. I think it's either the end of this month or early next month. The point is, it's soon. Yeah, when I got that email, I was a bit like, hold on, this is a joke. You know, it's a spam email, wants me to click something. So yeah, I opened up the channel on a browser, and it's there, folks. We have the magic tick. Best thing about YouTube is that you can't pay for that tick. It's awarded. Unlike, for example, Instagram, where you can buy yourselves meta verified or... Oh god, here we go again, 1 second. It's unbelievable how people just stop randomly and expect the entire mass of people to give them space to get a picture. I mean, look at it. The chance of it happening is pretty much zero unless they get super lucky. Oh my god, seriously? Okay, can I go? Oh, goodness me. Thanks, girls. Right, 1 second. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Sorry, guys, people walking all over the place. I'm trying my hardest not to bash into anybody, but good lord, it's not easy this morning. It's really busy. The horses are going to be super happy, I think, when they arrive trotting over from Hyde Park and this sort of weather. First time in ages it's felt chilly. The temperature, guys, is roughly bobbing around 10 degrees, which is glorious because can't quite see my breath, but I did bring gloves just in case, and I've got a gaiter on as well around my neck. Okay, let's have a look at our favourite little phone box, which remarkably, from where I'm standing, doesn't seem to have an enormous queue. How strange is that? In fact, you get more people at the phone box when it's raining than on a day like today when it's glorious. I mean, look at Whitehall, folks, toward the Cenotaph in this weather. Magnificent. Always admire the hardy souls who pop out in a t-shirt with short sleeves, completely oblivious to the fact that, you know what, it's actually cold. I haven't yet, I don't think, seen any gloves, but... Oh, there's a hat. No bobble hats yet, guys. Bobble hat season is coming up next. Wow. Bobble hats and gloves, yeah, coming up, I think, probably later this month. Some beautiful sights. Look at this. Golly gosh. Sorry, guys, I had to turn a little bit quickly, otherwise we would have missed that. So those of you that get a bit seasick, apologies. Okay, so let's head around, everybody, to the phone box. Oh damn, I've just been spotted. Someone's like, YouTuber. Boom. Right, let's have a look. In fact, to be honest, I do look like a bit of a YouTuber today. I've got a bit of a new outfit on, guys. Although, as I've appeared in a few videos, it was time to swap it up a little bit and enhance and upgrade my look. So thanks to Fjallraven, who are not sponsoring this video, by the way. And yes, I did pay for the products. I'm looking a bit more swish today than usual. I normally try to look like a tramp, basically, so that I blend in with the rest of the peasantry. But today, I've taken up a notch. I only look semi-trampy, and I'm happy. Best way to be. How are there people with short sleeves, and why are there no bobble hats, guys? I'm going to stand here until we see a bobble hat. I mean, there's got to be a bobble hat. Come on. This temperature, caps. In fact, most people haven't actually got anything on their heads. Looking over at Big Ben, well, we've got 9 minutes. Actually, it's probably sensible to head down. Let's head down now. That way we'll get the blues, the first group of blues coming through. The chance of there being Ormondes, very slim, ladies and gents, I have to tell you. However, I remember back way before Easter, many times Ormonde just rocked up completely unannounced. And there were even times when I was talking to some of the troopers beforehand who knew that Ormonde was coming over and didn't tell anyone. So it's a 50-50, I think, like always. Now, I wasn't outside yesterday, and there are a couple of reasons for that. One is that I wasn't in London yesterday, regrettably. And two, somebody else was in London yesterday. It was probably very busy, not necessarily at Horse Guards, but in this area. A certain Monsieur Zelensky was here yesterday, ladies and gents, begging for yet more of your taxpayers' cash to spend, inverted commas, defending Ukraine. It doesn't matter whether you're pro or anti this or that. When there's not enough money at home to feed our fine veterans, there should not be enough money to be sent overseas either. Simple as that. You know how I feel about that, I've mentioned it before, but it does annoy me, the amount of money that we've wasted that could have been invested in rehousing veterans, in helping with mental health issues, in providing for families who have lost loved ones who served in the military. That's where our cash should be going before it goes anywhere else. If we've got more, if there's some left over, great, send it all to Ukraine. Deal with the problems at home first. A little bit of shade. It's actually nice to be in the shade now, guys. Look. Lovely. It's going to be a good day today. I can feel it. However, I'm only saying it because we all know it's true. Everything's going to depend on what the Blues have been told, and more importantly, what they do. What I mean by that? Well, if we think back to the first week, going back 3 weeks now, so when the lines were first unveiled, the first two troopers that made history were lifeguards. They were quickly followed by some Blues who also did a damn good job as well. Then things seemed to slip, get a bit lost, get a bit confused, indecisive, which was a shame, actually, because the key thing is that everyone reads from the same hymn sheet, going past Downing Street. Now the lifeguards, I would suggest probably 90% of the time, have been properly on it in every respect. I mean, they've really shown this is the way to deal with peasants, as indeed the regiment have been doing for more than 200 years. Will the Blues do likewise? Guess we're going to find out, aren't we? Very, very, very shortly. I, for one, certainly hope so. It doesn't really matter whether people are or are not told off, whether they're told to get out of the box or not. What matters is that there is consistency between how enforcement is applied. Why? Well, because if a bunch of tourists are standing around one horse, somebody gets close and the trooper says, get out of the box, or step back, or a variant of that, and then they sort of trot along, as almost everybody does, to the other horse. Almost everybody that comes along looks at both horses and or gets a picture with both horses. If they get to the other horse and the other person or other people are crowding around the other horse, are touching or approaching, and no verbal instructions are being given by the trooper, that's what causes the problem. Because others see, oh, he's not saying anything, or oh, that horse is more friendly, would be, a typical tourist interpretation. One goes up, the rest follow. We've seen it so many times on this channel. It's completely ridiculous. It's so utterly predictable. So predictable. So today's going to be a bit of a big deal, folks, in terms of seeing how the rules are applied. have a little look. Second, people are just standing randomly and not bothering to move. So we've got 2 lifeguard troopers still on duty. Not for much longer. We'll get into the yard in a second, everybody, and capture the first couple of blues coming through. I think 5 ordinarily. Troopers coming through. Very, very, very bright here. Actually, the troopers are squinting, incredibly bright. This end is the least or lesser bright of the 2, and this troop is really having to squint. So I'll wait until I see some movement before dashing into the yard and standing there for 10 minutes when nothing's actually happening. Plus we haven't had the bing bong yet. That's coming up shortly. Tourists seem reasonably chirpy and happy. Hopefully the light is not too bright, guys, for the camera. That sometimes happens here. Oh, yeah, don't worry about the camera, bro. Oh, actually, it's a good point, yeah. Excuse me, guys. Lady's saying it's so dark.
So dark inside there. Is that okay?
It's true, actually. The trooper Noel's come across a little bit gloomy in the image simply because it's so bright here that it's having slipped the horse back into the box a little bit. It is a teeny-weeny bit gloomy. Anyway, there, guys, is our bell. That was well timed this morning, wasn't it? Oh, nice. Look, lovely tourist apologising for getting a dark picture. Okay, there's the bell. I'm sort of going to linger around at the front here until I hear a bit of cloppiness. I am John, but I'm in the middle of this morning's video. I would have guessed a Kiwi, weirdly enough. Ah, there we are, spot on. Yeah, do. Okay, thank you. Oh wow, amazing, guys. Lovely visitor from Australia here today to say hello. But she can see I'm filming and we'll say hello after the video. But importantly, focus on the video, guys, especially as I wasn't here yesterday. So, in we go, folks. Okay, we've got 2 officers at the far end of the tunnel, 2 officers at the near end, and here come the Blues and Royals. And everybody's going to be told to move back in a second, I hope, including myself. I'd like to try and get this as cleanly as possible, so I'm going to keep a little bit further back than usual, guys, and zoom in a teeny bit. There we are. Oh, I spy a blaze, but it's not Ormond's blaze. 1, 2, 3. Oh, some famous faces. 4 and 5. So no, there's no Mr. Mom. Not in the first group, anyway. How shiny their coats are, guys, in the sunshine. Thoroughly magnificent, in all honesty. Glorious thing to see. Okay. Also, the front is like. That means I'm hungry. I want some breakfast. Right, out we go. Let's see who's at the front. We didn't get a close look at this end. This beautiful, magnificent horse. And the trooper's looking pretty happy himself. Hello, horsey. Good morning. They've hung the sign, guys, in Shakespearean fashion this morning. Ye oldie sign, it's called. The lifeguard gatesman has already dashed into the tunnel, which is surprising. Unless, of course, they've decided that they're going to change over the foot guards first, which, in fact, they have been doing quite a lot recently. Let's head in and see. I don't know, in fact there's no way of knowing, how long it'll be before the Blues and Royals relief guard coming to the tunnel. However, I'm not thinking it's going to be that long. I'm interested to see whether or not, if tourists do try to go over and approach the guard for a picture, whether they're going to be told to move on it. Strictly speaking, the tunnel itself is sealed. We have officers on that end and officers on the other end here. And at the moment, nobody's in the middle, and probably should not be in the middle. However, if we switch to tourist cam briefly, that's what we've got going on in the tunnel, folks. It's a shame the pillar's so large. Otherwise, it would be much easier to capture both sides. But I don't think, in all probability, anybody's going to try to go over there. They're being respectful and getting pictures at a safe distance. And I myself am not going to stand directly opposite the guard, because it feels a bit weird when there is no one else allowed in the tunnel to be standing directly opposite. It's not really fair. It's different when tourists are posing with him, because he's already being filmed or photographed, but just standing in front of somebody with a camera in their face, ceremony or not, it feels a little teeny bit off for my liking. So let's go back to the beginning. That way we'll see the troopers when they come out marching into the tunnel, because I think this tunnel actually is going to slowly get busier and busier until there's no space. The thing is, though, they might be trying to trick us. The lifeguard might have gone in super early, knowing he might have to wait there for, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes until the Blues are ready. He doesn't have any control over how long it's going to take the two Blues foot guards to get ready to relieve him. Dare say the Chitsman can't wait either. Notice he's standing out of the light. It's crazy bright in the archway this morning. So he's got himself very smart, in fact, a good little spot in the shade. It's always annoying having to squim. I didn't yet, folks, spot a bobble hat. Anyone? I mean, there's got to be one somewhere. I'm on the search for a bobble this morning. I'm reluctant to stand back at the front, because I know the second they do, the troopers will come out. I mean, what the hell? Once we hear some commands being shouted in the tunnel, we'll head back here to the front, to the yard from the front. It's a pity to miss the movement of people at the front here. So let's wait and see. I'm not going to pull the names of the horses this morning either, guys, because it's so bright. If I try and photograph the hooves, I'm not going to pick it up. Too reflective in this light. If that changes, we'll grab the names of the Blues horses. But if not, as usual, guys, thank you to all of you who do post the names in the chat. Why? Because that helps a lot of other people who are building their own lists and constructing their own galleries. Oh, here we are. We've spotted the first bobble-hatted tourist. Here he is, look. And that is an absolutely splendid first bobble. Mr. Bobble takes today's prize. I'm not sure if it's sort of banana-themed bobble hat or what that is really, but it looks good. Minnie Mouse style ears. I really don't get how some people don't understand that this is a camera. And what do they think I'm holding? I'm just going a little bit higher, I think. Oh, in fact, much higher. Okay, so basically the entire family decided to stand right in front of the camera, which, to be fair, is their prerogative. It is their prerogative. The officer over on the right is just on the phone to Uber Eats. Guys, just getting some breakfast in for the boys. Hopefully the rider will dismount before going into the yard on his electric bike. It's quite refreshing that there's only, at the moment, I think 3 people here filming. Yeah, it's very gloomy in the box, actually, isn't it, this morning? Exceptionally so. Think about how bright it is when the tourists are standing there. So the horse, who's going to need an eye test at any moment, I think. He's like, yes, I can't see a damn thing this morning. But the horses are really chill these days, aren't they? You can see when you arrive. Apparently one did briefly leave the box yesterday. I had a bit of a spin, but I don't know how many weeks it's been since we had, a horse quit, as it were. And that doesn't tell us all that. The changes here have massively helped with horse welfare. I don't think any other indicator will. Right, the troopers taking the chain down in front of the chutzman. So next up, the second I hear those, I see, actually I'm looking at them, see and or hear, the gates open or some commands, I'll pop back into the yard. It would be a pity to go back in now and miss the front melee of people. And despite the fact that most of them are walking right in front of the camera, this dude, they're completely ignoring the fact they're getting a picture. Hello, bro. I'm guessing a lot of people on their way to work and just can't be bothered to wait 10 seconds for somebody to get a picture. Fair enough.
Excuse me.
Oh. Very shirty. Interesting actually how many of you guys have commented on how is it best described? How do I describe it respectfully? The lady that decided to answer back to the police officer who gave a lawful command. Very interesting how many of you picked up on that. I noticed it in the comments. I mean, the jogger was one thing. He's just a random person who obviously made an innocent mistake and quickly fixed it. But the lady, who one would surmise is probably I don't know, a local, just say that, if not a lot more, had a real issue with being told politely to move back by the officer. Very surprising that. Let's hope, ladies and gents, a lot of you mentioned that one of her superiors may well have seen that and might have a little word about respect and decorum when it comes to law enforcement and respecting what they do. Okay, so at this end, and all of this time that we've been here, the lifeguard has been standing in the tunnel all by himself. Although maybe he's happy to do that because it's shady, cool, no sunlight in his eyes, and more importantly, he knows that the second those verbal commands are given in the stable area, he's almost on his way back to Hyde Park for breakfast. Now, I'm genuinely hoping that this massive group of tourists turning up now are not from France. I did mention about the horses being far more relaxed. If they start hearing people speaking French, they're going to get really, really nervous. I would too, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, nobody wants to be cooked with vegetables, do they? They're all stopping there to take pictures, completely oblivious of the fact they're not going to get a proper picture because the glare is going to completely destroy their pictures. You film with the light ideally to either side of you or behind you, not facing the direction from which you're taking the picture. Oops. Blondie seems a bit obsessed actually with the horses this morning. Frozen look in admiration. So like, we would have had this in Paris if we had removed our own monarchy. But hey, we're happy to share ours as long as they're willing to spend lots of cash to help the London economy stay afloat. I know some of you will probably notice it and mention it. Horseguards is not an official line bike docking station. I know it's hard to believe, guys, but it's the truth. We see more line bikes here actually than actual line bike docking stations. People just decide to abandon them here all the time, which is curious because not only is that big green plastic thing basket on the front, but there are a lot of places that... Anyway, let's not go there. Let's not give anyone any ideas. Point is, it's a security risk, clearly. the longest I've ever noticed the trooper waiting in the tunnel for the relief. If they do the horses first, he's going to be probably crying.
Hi, pretty. Hi, pretty horse.
Oh, I thought she was saying hi pretty to me then. I'm like, hold on a second, I don't even know you. Oh, hold on. I hear some verbal commands. Off we go, ladies and gents. Look at this. The Blues and Royals are back. Zoom ourselves right around the crowd. 1 second. Get a good spot right at the hunt. There we are. The Lance Corporal is saying to them, do we want to let the lifeguards outshine us, lads? Do we want to let them steal the glory and the limelight from this fine, magnificent regiment? Go out there, guys, and deal with all of the tourists. Here they come. Into the tunnel. Let's get in the way of the tourist camera. Always we have to get one onion head in the camera. Right, here comes our new gatesman, folks. Let's concentrate on him. Oh, one of my personal favourites. Interesting that the police didn't actually tell the tourists to make a space this morning. Probably because they knew he'd do it. Okay, they're done. Blues and Royals back as the King's Lifeguard here at Horseguards. This until the boxmen appear in a moment as well, and we'll leave the two horses. Okay, let's have a quick peek. That was very, very, very efficient. However, if the tourists hadn't moved out of the way, it would have been a very different story. As me saying that went smooth, it was efficient, it was, only because they chose to move. Often they don't choose to move. Now, folks, this is the trooper that has a personal dislike of Australians. He doesn't really, I promise. He really doesn't. He's a super nice guy.
He looks like Walter Bottas.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Goodness me. Right, next up, the horses. Now, interestingly enough, oh, here we go. Here it is. Peasants retreat. Here we are, folks. Let me get myself around a teeny bit. That's it. Best spot. Oh, good lord, look. They're thronging into the yard. If they don't move quick. Where do they think the horse is going to go if they're all going to stand there? Okay, this will be interesting. Okay. If they're all French students, all they need to do is say that the Germans have decided to invade. They'll all run back automatically without the officer having to use his voice. Problem solved. Okay, our first two boxmen, folks, of the day approaching. Oh. Horse is like, I'm not really sure if I want to work. been so much more fun actually if the officer hadn't told everybody to move out of the way and just left the horse to do it. Oh. I didn't get a good look at the far horse, but it doesn't matter, we'll be going back to the front shortly. In fact, the lifeguards are probably a bit teeny weeny bit upset about going back this morning. It's a glorious day to be outside. Who the hell wants to be back at barracks if you can enjoy the sunshine? Especially as the lifeguard stables are one level down, which means that farriers and everyone else a lot of the time are going to be working without a lot of light, sadly. Right, folks, now everybody moves. Here it comes. Get ready for it. All heading to the front, and we're going to follow them. Zoom out. Now we're at 1. Oh, a friend of mine's completely jammed in their crowd over there. You can see his head bobbing up and down. Way too many people squashed in that corner. Could have been a bit of an awkward moment there. Right, we'll stay at this end, because at the other end we've got that massive problem of flaring, as there's simply too much sunlight that hits the other box pretty much all morning. So this is better. Oops. Right, let's have a look. Oh.
Hey, John.
Hey, I didn't recognise you then.
You're right, yeah.
Look at you, all nice and like smooth. Wow. In fact, looking good. You're right.
Yeah, I've been home. Like, my wife, my mom is well, so I went back home.
Wow, you're having so much unluckiness with all this kind of stuff.
She's she's
Okay.
operating.
So food, weather, family,
Yeah,
feeling good, yeah?
everything, yeah. But don't worry, I'm still happy.
But you look, I didn't recognise. I swear, I'm thinking, hold on a second, who's this young man that just turned up here? Suits you, like all nice and clean and shaven and ready to go, yeah, into Christmas.
How you been? Had a good holiday?
I had a great time away. Yeah, I didn't want to come back, to be honest.
I'm glad.
But what an amazing day for your first day back, eh? I mean, let's look at this. Plus, they're being really on it now. I hope they have continued this morning, but all week they've been really on it, telling idiots, get out of the box, get back, move away, blah, blah, blah.
Okay. They're still going on a little bit.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I would say actually more now than probably any time in the last 3 months. Yeah. Yep. So let's hope it continues today. Now I've said it, they'll probably not say anything and everyone will be walking in the box with no repercussions. Unless he's in the second group at the back, which I very much doubt. He didn't come in the first group, so...
Have you been back in the last few days? I think he's retired.
No, he's still in the regiment. He was spotted in Windsor a few weeks ago. I don't know why or what he's doing there, but I think he'll be back. I do. Yeah, I really do.
He's got enough space now.
This is going to be the interesting thing to see whether or not when he comes back, because he's so famous, people will still try and get close and they'll still try and bite them. Because at the end of the day, the horses can kind of reach to the edge, can't they? Just about.
Even they come inside, if we bite someone, it's not his fault.
I mean, to be honest, I just want to see somebody try to break the rules and then obviously pay for it with the horse disciplining them instead of the... But it will happen. I'm sure it will at some point soon.
Thank you.
Well, I was really surprised about one thing, by the way. You remember when I mentioned to you a while ago about the channel verification thing?
Which one?
You know when I said about the channel verification when you get the white tick?
Yeah.
You did that 100k, yeah?
The tick?
Yeah, the white tick. I got the white tick yesterday.
Oh, good.
And I'm nowhere near 100k.
Yeah.
I was just like, hold on.
Your channel have a good reputation.
No, but I was still surprised. It's a big deal. I've never ever seen the channel get a tick under 100k before.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. They even offered me that silver button. I didn't even apply that.
you didn't. Oh, you could have given it to me. Damn it! I could have.
I didn't apply. I got the email.
You don't want to hang it on the wall. I mean, come on, you've worked super hard to get your channel this far. You deserve it more than anyone else here, to be honest. Oh my God, it's going to be packed. Look behind you. Look at that. It's mad. Folks, it will be a very busy morning this morning. Let's have a little wander to the other end and we'll come back. There are a few people filming now, and although I know them, they're okay, it's not fair for me to be with my voice in everyone else's video. I am conscious of that. So let's spend a teeny weeny bit of time here and then we'll go back in a minute. People do tend to sort of move around somewhat. Oh, hold on, here we go. Here we go, 1 second. Oh, see, excuse me. Okay, they're just closing up the gate. Let's run back in very quickly for the ride out. The lifeguards are about to ride out, folks. And I think the blues are going to come in as well. Morning. Let's see. I don't, guys. Unfortunately, have an update on Colin yet. I'm sure he'll be fine, and obviously we're all hoping that he'll be back here soon. He's one of the people that sort of makes the guard changes what are a lot of fun, to be honest. But the second that I know, or somebody hears from him, I'll let you all know. But don't worry, guys. He's a bit of a fighter, Colin. He'll be fine. Okay, I've dashed at this point because everybody decided to go through the tunnel for some reason. I don't know why. They're not really going to see anything when they get to the other end, but... So here we are in the yard, which they're just about to close up. The reason I'm in this spot is that I'm hoping, after the rest of the blues come in, we'll be able to capture this man on the corner. We've got a lot of time, folks, for the horses, and even if it does take a while here, I will do a part 2 and focus on the horses. So let's just be patient and wait and see what happens. The lifeguard's already mounted in the tunnel, so it's just a matter of hopefully a minute or two until we see them riding out. Oh, somebody's zipping through there pretty quickly. Interesting movement today. Almost seems that people are somewhat taken aback by the light, especially as they don't have sunglasses. Everybody's sort of wandering around aimlessly a little bit. They're mounted. I saw them when I walked past the doors, so I'm not sure how long we're going to need to wait. Hopefully not too long. The fellow on the left, I'm not going to put the camera on them because they're having a private conversation, but he's ex-MOD police himself, and that's why he was just asking them where they're based. Hold on a second, we've got movement in the tunnel. Where are the lifeguards? I'll try and speak to him, guys, if I can, because I bet he has some stories. It'd be interesting to know when he was on here and how conditions were then compared to how they are now. So everybody's wondering, as am I, hello, where are the lifeguards? I've probably called it wrong again, guys. We should have spent more time at the front. I heard some commands, so I thought that was it. Hold on, guys, we've got a haircut of the day coming up. Look at this dude. Wait. That is mad. 1 second. Whoa. Bro, that is crazy. Respect. I haven't seen anything like that. I tell you, man. That's good. Where are you from? Oh, really? Yeah? Oh, you're Somali, though, no? No? Eritrea, Ethiopia. I got it. I bet most people never guess that, do they?
No, they don't. It's usually like 5 guesses before they get there, but
yeah,
it's close. Like 3 countries away, it's still close enough.
I mean, what can I say? I feel proud. No, you're rocking. I tell you. I bet you get a lot of attention, though, from the ladies. If I had any hair, I'd do the same thing. I tell you. Take it easy, bro. Yeah. See you. Nice guy. Right, folks. Finally, they're opening up. Right, hold on a second. Where's this trooper going? Wait, I think he's gone out to pass a message on that there's a problem or a delay with the changeover, because the lifeguards, the Blues and Royals are obviously waiting to ride in. Oh, nope, there isn't. Hold on. Here they come. So we did time it reasonably well after all. Fantastic. Move back a teeny weeny bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the NCO at the back. Fantastic. Now, assuming there won't be a delay with the Blues coming into the yard. What a day, eh? I mean, it is absolutely fantastic. I knew it was going to be a good one because I woke up to a picture of one of my children who said, look how amazing it is today in in a certain university city, and wow, was it a beautiful morning. So I leapt out of bed and thought, you know what guys, I have to get to Horse Guards before the Blues and Royals arrive, hence me being here super early for all of you. Come on Blues, where are you? An absolute certainty that Ormond is or is not here. Okay, so Trooper's back. We'll see the lifeguards leave in a minute or two, which means that the Blues will come through. So all of you that have seen this for the first time, and there will be some of you, enjoy, ladies and gents. Tourists travel from all over the place to stand in this exact spot and try and get up close and personal with the King's Guards. Also, there's several people filming at the front, so if anything does happen there dramatically this morning, you'll see it on one channel or another. Boom, lifeguards are off. Next up, Blues. Not a long guard. It's been quite a while, in fact, since we've seen a long guard, which is unfortunate. Right, there's the bell, bing bong. Any moment they're going to ride through. I'm going to take 2 steps back actually because we get a slightly better perspective as they emerge from the tunnel when I'm a bit further back. As long as nobody's going to sort of jump in. Just be careful of the sunlight on my left. Okay, so lifeguards are off guys. They're pretty much at the Guards Memorial. Although possibly the trooper could well have said something about hold on a little bit longer before coming in. Normally when the lifeguards are just heading off, you'll see the Blues pull around and head into the tunnel. Oh, here they come. Very, very, very leisurely stroll today into the tunnel. Okay, second horse is definitely Norseman. First one is definitely not Ormond, I can tell you that. Let's see who we've got. Step a teeny, weeny bit further back. There we are. Right, so that's obviously not Ormond. Second one I'm pretty sure is Norseman. Or maybe not. Third, not Ormond. Fourth is not Ormond. Fifth is also not Ormond. Nor the sixth. Seventh, oh no! What have they done with Mr. Mond? And that's what you're all thinking, guys, because I'm thinking the same thing. Okay, let's jump over to the corner really fast. There we go, got it? Okay, we got it, folks. There was a tour guide trying desperately to run in front, but not today, chap. Boom. Okay, hell, number 2, wow. Got no lady troopers today, guys. Interestingly. Shadows on the ground, glorious. What a sight there on a sunny morning in central London. Magnificent, really magnificent. So, the Blues are back in town, folks. Let me zoom forward. There are a zillion tourists now heading to the front gates. It's going to be a real busy affair this morning. Oh, and one tour guide has come up with a brilliant idea. Look. They've decided, oh actually, guys, now we know what happened to Ormond. Looks like he's been stuffed and dyed. He's now orange instead of his usual glorious colour. That's quite original though, to be fair, isn't it? Right, the day has barely started, the palace crowd have not arrived yet, and yet this is what we're looking at. A massive number of people at both ends. That's the quiet end. This is the busy end. Get ready for it, look. Is there a spot to film from? Let's see. At the moment it's not really looking like it, but I'll do my best as ever. Oh, straight off, look at this. Trooper. Ah, in fact, actually, guys, we have got a lady trooper here. Here she is. Trooper, lady trooper. I don't say it to be any specific, I say it out of respect. Gent trooper, lady trooper, same thing. She just told the tourist straight off, get out of the box. Brilliant. So the blues are on it. Sorry, my dear, go ahead. There we are. Right, it's jammed, guys. I'm going to keep myself next to the bollard and not move for some time because look at the number of people that are here. The thing is, that tourist clearly didn't understand the command to get out of the box. She just stood there sort of frozen on the spot. And a second one. Out of the box, please. Love it. Massive respect to the trooper. So that's two in less than 1 minute.
Yeah.
Can you get out of the box, please? Love it. Sorry, chap. Everybody's squishing in here big time. It's packed. What I'm hoping not to see though, folks, is somebody having a meltdown when they get told to get out of the box. Let's hope it doesn't happen, but we'll see. Oh, always people stand in front of the camera, but hey, it's to be expected, I guess. One very small benefit of being tall, folks, is I don't have to get stuck in this massive squash, unable to see a thing. Now this trooper, hopefully, folks, is going to lead the way today. She's clearly taking no nonsense from anyone. Now, if she can do it, and the boys have got no excuse, as far as I'm concerned. So my rucksack, everything's getting pushed and pulled, guys. Sorry, it's absolutely chocker here this morning. Completely ridiculous. Most are staying way back though, which is good. I'm leaning against the post because it's the only way to avoid getting pushed constantly by tourists. Just keep the camera in this position, that way we get both sides of the horse. The box is roughly, give or take, or begins roughly. She's got an apple. Two pictures. Just closed her straight down, just like out of the box. But she just walks over and tried to offer an apple. It's like, hello, read the sign. If you can't touch the horse, that means you can't feed the horse. Always one. Love it. However, that lady, where's she gone? She did look pretty upset actually. I can't wait. She's vanished into the crowd. Would have been good to ask her actually why she could walk into the box. But she's gone. Damn it. Oh, first winter hat, look, there we are, that white fuzzy winter hat. And there's a guy next to her in shorts and a t-shirt. Unbelievable. I can't understand that some people got like t-shirts and shorts, like, wait, what? Crazy. Right, let me see if I can find the lady with the apple. Oh, excuse me. She wandered off, but she's quite distinctive. I'd love to know if she's gone to this end now, which, to be honest, almost every time we see people come here with some food for the horses and they're refused permission, They normally go to the other end and try again. Oh, hold on a second, folks. Have we got a new trooper at this end? I'm pretty sure we have. Wait, let's have a closer look. Pretty sure we have. Actually, yeah, definitely. Either that or he's come up from Borford. I've never seen this trooper before. I'm honestly certain I've never seen him before. Unless it's somebody that was here 6 months ago without a tash who's back on rotation. Anyone in the comments? Do we recognise him? Have we seen him before or is he new? My money's on him being new. I'm pretty sure he's never been in any videos before. Annoyingly, the horse, I'm looking at the hooves right now. 0 chance. Sorry, horsey. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. So anyone that can ID the horse as well, ladies and gents, great, do it, if you wouldn't mind. So, we know that the other end is absolutely on it. Twice she told people to get out of the box. Oh, somebody said morning to the trooper. What time is it? 11:38, so we haven't got very long until the changeover. Guys asking if it's okay to take a photo. That's actually really polite and respectful, in fact. It's rare that people ask the troopers if it's okay to take a picture. Love that. What a nice guy. Okay, starting to move a little bit more fluidly now. Hold on, let's go back into the yard. See what's going on with the groups that are here. Then we'll sort of move between the two horses, guys, as we have the time to do that. He's asked actually if you get a picture with the police, and the officer said no, not with me, mate, but you can with the soldiers. Fair enough. I didn't know Snoop was in town shooting his new album. Good backdrop actually. Any global rap superstars watching, yeah, horseguards, perfect backdrop, as long as it's done respectfully with permission, of course. A little bit of history, tradition, civility mixed with the modern world. Isn't it funny, guys, how on these sunnier, warmer days, the yard ends up just being, what's the word? I don't know, populated a little more than on other days. In other words, why are not all these people not straight away going to the front and looking at the horses and stuff? Instead, they're all choosing the yard, which is interesting. Okay, so one of, if not the most professional gatesman in the entire Blues and Royals regiment, folks. This is the Blues and Royals version of the Gatesmanator. Yeah, which in fact leads me on to an update about the Gatesmanator. Remarkably, it did surprise me a little bit. The Gatesmanator's mum, folks, commented on one of the videos yesterday. It doesn't really, I mean, okay, so it's a public comment, so it doesn't matter if I share with you what she said, because it wasn't, you know, sent to me in private. It was a public comment shown on the Gatesmanator's latest video. Apparently the Gatesmanator has been out of town for a few days. His mum's unwell. However, she's doing fine, and in her words, he'll be back in London soon. Okay, so I mean, I was kind of thinking, wow, like, thank you for taking the time to update me. And I'm hoping, Gatesmanator's mum, you are back to good health very soon. And we see the Gatesmanator doing what he does best, making tourists weep when they break the rules. It's a little bit sticky and mushy in the box today, guys, isn't it? Yeah, just a bit. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay, so to the front. We will stay at the front until the video finishes, unless something super unexpected, and interesting, I was going to say, super unexpected, interesting happens in the yard. The problem right now, though, is space and time. Right, let's try and get ourselves out. Follow the follow the tourist throng briefly. Problem that we have here, in fact, is biggest problem we you have is that the footpath actually these days is not wide enough, really, to be honest, guys, to accommodate the amount of traffic that we sometimes get here, because obviously people are trying to stay outside the box, like this lovely couple, but at the same time there's almost no space. We've got probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 feet maximum from the bollard to the road, and that road has heavy traffic. Troopers looking, but strictly speaking, they're okay. Most people are posing way outside the box. Oh. London, honestly, guys, has more sweaty joggers than any city I've ever seen. It's not easy to ride a bike, to cycle. I mean, like they do in Paris and other cities. I mean, jogging is good for you, obviously, but there's far more pressure on certain joints than swimming or cycling. So I'm not really sure why most people just go for the jogging option. I mean, I guess it's cheap because it's free. Bing bong. Right, that hopefully will equal the emergence of the gatesman. Let's see. If not, it means the Blues might not be moving today. Where is he? Is he not going to come to the front? Oh, she's back.
I got you taking yourself today.
Nope, no gatesman, not yet anyway. Well, then my phone is saying it actually isn't quarter 2 yet, which is weird. I'm very interested to see the response if somebody is outside the box but tries to touch the horse. The light today, guys, I remember this from last autumn. We're not in the autumn yet, but we're getting pretty close to it. Wow. It makes such a difference how fast these months have gone by. Horse seems super happy as well. Actually, wait, which horse is it? 1 second, folks. Got a little bit of space now, a little bit more patient here. Horse has made a real mess, haven't you? Yes, you have, you naughty boy. Oh, wait, he's got something stuck. What is he chewing on? Something stuck in his mouth. Clean your lens for clearer pictures. Maybe that's why I haven't been getting good goof number shots recently. Actually, thinking about it, guys, before the changeover, this trooper needs to be picture of the day for dealing with the Taurons so gloriously. We try and do that now. This horse seems to keep his head up. We'll see.
Das hängt die ganze Zeit vorne an der Lippe dran, das ist an seinem Zahn fest. Warum macht er das denn nicht richtig? Weil er sich nicht bewegen darf. Ja, dann muss er dagegen hauen. Und
Okay, I've got a fair number of pictures. One of them I'm sure will come out well. Right, let's have a look. See who we've got here.
muss er noch umgedreht werden. Das ist ja auch nicht.
Horse is looking directly at the camera. Right, got the number from the hoof. 1 second, let's compare it to the list.
salido, mira, ve. Oye, ¿por qué no soy aquí a ver?
Ah, of course, folks. There's me thinking, how do we know that blaze so well? It's Zambezi, isn't
Tengo
it?
muchas.
Beautiful Zambezi, this horse.
Lo he visto tantas veces.
Zambezi in the sunshine.
I know.
Oh, who's the banana cowboy on the left? He was the prize for best coloured puffer jacket
Got it.
thus far. Some of the characters we get here, unbelievable. Did you get the look on the woman's face like when she tried to give the apple?
Yeah, yeah.
I thought you were in a good spot then. Oh, hold on a second, folks. This person on the left looks very familiar.
There's about 4 or 5 on there for you. Yeah, you're welcome.
And you'll find out why a little bit later in the video. She's a regular viewer. From the other, quite literally, other side of the world. Zambezi's such a beauty. Oh. What do you mean I can't touch the horse? It's not going to be a good Instagram picture, is it, if I can't touch? So can you call the embassy and see if anybody can fix something? My father is a diplomat and I only came to London for a picture with the horse. I don't care if the line's engaged. Try the number again. Oh God, here we go. Now it's getting really busy. Guys, we haven't just gone to a market in East London, despite the chavvy shouts to my right. I'm not sure if he's selling apples and pears. Apples and pears. Oh, she's back. Okay, I think somebody got through to Daddy or his secretary.
아니 아니 가면 안 돼. 저 선 넘으면 안 돼.
At least try and smile. Here we go. Just holding up the wall single-handedly. Get ready, look, troopers looking at her feet. Where are they? They are actually right on the line. And she ran away. How cute is that woman, look? Off she goes. Everyone is being careful of the line, look. See? Behind the line. Oh my God, what's this? It's like a Yeti. To be honest, I actually prefer the winter outfits because sometimes they're quite outrageous. People tend to wear more clothing, obviously, which means you've got a high probability of seeing something interesting. In fact, guys, I'm going to end this part 1. I'm going to be right back in less than 10 seconds to begin part 2. Bye for now.